Alrighty, what is going on, guys, and welcome back to tiermaker.com. I've done all of the 2023 kind of series that I watch in terms of ranking bikes. I've done World Superbikes, I've done BSB, I've done MotoGP. So something I would like to do this month, January, we are getting like 7 of the teams like announcements for their liveries. So when we have let's say confirmation, but when we know what they look like, I'll do a 2024 rankings list. But something a little bit fun today we'd like to do. I've got not all, but some Ducati liveries from MotoGP over the years. Most of these are the newer ones. There are obviously some old ones here, like the Pramacs and the Alice and the Marlboros and stuff like that. But yeah, Ducati have a lot of liveries. One thing I realised doing this, like people like KTM and Aprilia don't have many. Ducati have loads. So I don't have long, so I'm going to try and make the most of this whilst we can. So I'm just going to go in order, and I'm ranking these purely on looks. Like I said before, I'm not ranking these based on performance or anything like that, because I have no idea how these two bikes performed, or this, or this, or this. No clue. Purely on looks. So, the Ducati from whatever year Rossi was on it, but with Rossi's colours. I think this is an A. I really like this look. I tried getting a model to go on my wall that was this bike, this exact bike, but I couldn't find one for a relatively decent price, so we skipped that. But yeah, he didn't do very well on it. Obviously, historically, Rossi didn't do pretty good on Ducati, but it's a nice bike. It looks good, even if he did throw it down the road quite a bit. Next up, we've got Johann Zarco 2020. It's probably C or D. I'm not sure. It's pretty bland, pretty boring. There's not much going on. Annoyingly, this is as big as I can make these pictures. I can't make these any longer or any bigger than what they already are, unfortunately. No crop or portrait. Yeah, so no crop's probably a little bit better. There might be a way to do it on TierMaker to make these a little bit bigger, but bulk overlay text. No. Okay. So unfortunately, this is as big as we can get. Can I zoom the thing in? Ooh, that's. Ooh, I didn't even know you could do that. F11. Jesus. What I wanted to do is this. Oh, that's kind of a bit better. How do I make it full screen again? Wow, that's a bit better. Okay. Interesting. I didn't even know you could do that. Alright. Right, next up we have Pramac Ignite from some year. Did Ben Spies use this bike? I don't know. But I'm going to give that a solid B. B or A, I'm not sure. I'll probably go with B. It is nice. Don't get me wrong. I don't like the exhaust. I just think it's a little bit plain. You've literally got 2 sponsors on there, and that's it. And whatever this is going on here, but yeah, I think B tier. I can't give it much better than that. And that is that. Pramac, I like this bike. This is going to make no sense to some people. This is a colour scheme that should not work, because that green really is hideous. But it does, and I don't know why, but it looks really nice to me. That, I think, has always been something that's quite memorable to me. I always think that these colours, this is the Pramac colours to me. This and this one down here, Pramac to me. I always remember Spargo being on this bike, and that was way before I was into it. So yeah, I think 8. Next we have Pramac from 2018, I want to say, when Petrucci was on it. 2019 maybe. Again, I think that's 8. I like these colours a lot. This looks way better than this. Not a fan of that purple at all. You'll find that out in a minute. But yeah, I like this. Subtle bits. Again, blue, maybe unnecessary. But if it was red or black or white, it might be a bit too much. And yeah, again, I don't know why, but I like the blue. I think it works. Next, we have the Alice Desmo Sedici that Casey Stoner rode. I think B tier. The bike itself looks incredible, but it's not. I don't know. We don't have. Was that the one Casey Stoner rode? It might be. I think it is. Yeah, I think it is. But yeah, I mean, I don't really have much nostalgia for, you know, that era of racing for MotoGP. That, you know, I don't violently come when, you know, I see this bike, unlike some people who really, really do. And a lot of people have fond memories from, you know, that time. But me, not so much. So I think BT is fair. Next up, we have the Grassini Misano livery. I think it's Misano. Oh, fruit punch K. Yeah, I think BT. It's all right. There's a lot going on, and I don't think it's fantastic, but it's okay. And it's okay. Some of these are just going to be it's okays, and you know, being above isn't bad. C and D could be better. So, you know, that's that. Prima Pramac. I know you've got to appeal to sponsors. I know you have to. You know, I understand how it works, but I can still slag it off if I don't like it, and I don't like it. I mean, I said it in the 2023 liveries, purple and red. No. Oh shit. You knobhead. Okay, we're all mixed up now, but we're going to go with this. Aventia 2021, Nea Bastianini. Did really well on it, but the colours were awful. That was the bike where the fairing flew off, if any of you remember. Yeah, but that colour, not for me. Not a fan. Bit boring. And yeah, you know, again, sometimes your preference is the key, right? And yeah, that for me, not for me. Next up, the factory Ducati from 2018, maybe. Bit of red, bit of white. Not much of anything going on, but not for me. It should be, because it's white and there's a little bit of silver, a little bit red, a little bit black. But that's why I've put it in B tier. It's just alright. I think it was a horrible coloured red. It was like an orangey red, and it just didn't. Not for me. But it's okay. I'm just going to do this. I'm just going to put all of these Grassini ones in order, and then I'm going to put that one there too, because there is way too much going on there, and I'm not a fan. And these bikes basically are the same, with a little bit missing here and there, but Grassini colours, I don't know if they have a certain thing to do, you know. But yeah, it's a horrible colour blue. This is hideous. At least that there is a bit more going on. I could be persuaded to put that in B tier, but for now I'm going to put it in C, because yeah, there is way too much going on there. And yeah, I don't like these Grassini colours. I hope that the 2024 Grassini bike looks better. You're probably going to see the colours before this video comes out, so you know, I'm praying they don't use this colour, because it's awful. Next, we have the Pull and Bear Ducati from like 2000 I don't know what year this is from. This is not Bastianini, Battista. I don't know much about this bike particularly, but in colour scheme, I'm sticking it in S tier. And I'll tell you why. I've said before, black, white, and gold, for me, just ticks all the boxes. And it doesn't matter what it's on. This has white, it has black, it has gold, and it looks good. I love that. I wish I'd have gone to, you know, see that in person, because I really like the way that bike looks. A little bit of gold wheel trim, a little bit of white wheel trim maybe. Oh, perfect, perfect. Right, I'm gonna do these at the same time, because so this was the 2023 Pramac special livery, but I can't remember what track it was. It might have been the Red Bull Ring, maybe. So these are they're the same bike, but this is one side and that's the other side. So I'm gonna rank these as two different liveries, even though I'm gonna do them at the same time. So I don't know what they are, what the difference is, but this one again, it's just all right. Purple and fire, black. There's so much going on here. Not a fan. Does look better than this though. This one, however, looks pretty good. If you got rid of this red, see the purple and blue looks good with a little bit of white. That look good. This don't look good. No, not a fan. But that one looked good. And again, this one's kind of similar. So the Pramac for Mugello, that's Petrucci. I'm pretty sure this one was Jack Miller. I'm going to put that in A, and I'm going to put that in B. So I think this is like a Lamborghini thing that they have. I don't know if they have a sponsorship or a partnership or something like that. But you've got yellow, black, look good. Big green bit in the middle, absolutely ruined it. Hideous, bin it off. That's all I'm going to say. This one, however, white, black. There is a little bit of green there, but it's subtle and you can't really notice it. And you've got a lot more attention drawn to the other parts. That beaming in the middle, I'm not a fan. But this one looks pretty good. I'm a fan of that. They haven't done another livery like this for Mugello since 2021, 2020 maybe. Because Jack Miller was on there and then he went to the factory team. So that would have been 2020. And this, I'm not sure when this was. Next up, the Marlboro Desmo. Again, I think BTA is just alright for me. I think it looks a lot better in person and in, bigger and better pictures. But I'm pretty sure that's Troy Bayliss, 12. I think. But I think BTA, I think it's just alright. There isn't much going on there for me personally to rate it any higher. But this is going in S tier. The Aruba Ducati. Bautista rode on this in 2023. Michele Pirro did some appearances on this in 2023. He did some appearances on this in 22. It looks incredible. Aruba, whoever does the designs for that team knows how to make a livery, because that is stunning. That's probably one of my favourite liveries of all time, I'm going to be honest. Even in the World Superbikes, Aruba, it's got to be top 3, 100%. 100%. Right, Mooney. So we got 2023 and 2022. I don't know why. I think that's 22. That's 23, I think. I don't know why they're here. They're basically the same thing, and I'm going to put them in A tier because I like this. I'm not a big fan of the yellow and the orange, but it works and it looks really nice. I mean, this is like a grey, whereas this year's it was like a black. But yeah, good livery, look good. Obviously, you got the Rossi colours on there as well. It looks good. Pramac from 2020, maybe? That's Jack Miller's number, so whatever year he was on that bike. Again, A tier, I like that livery. It's pretty good. The same with this one. It's the right colour of red. Little bits of blue, but not too much, but just enough to make it nice and subtle. Big fan. And again, we got another Pramac one from, I don't know what year that's from. I can't even read that number to tell you what that is. But again, I think BT. I think that one's alright. Similar to this. It's nice. I like it. But I don't like it as much as I like these ones. So I'll stick it in B tier and just call it alright. Next up, Luca Marini's Sky with you. 2021 Ducati. Yeah, that's it. I don't like it. Not a fan at all. I don't know why, because blue and black should be good, but I just don't like this. Really don't. Same with this bike. It just doesn't do it for me. Should do, but it doesn't, and that's all I can say about that. Next up, we have Pull and Bear. That's Yoni Hernandez, but I don't know what year, because Pull and Bear is obviously this one, so that might be the year before. But I think C tier, because that is pretty boring. Black, white. Is that grey? I don't know. It might be grey. That's even worse. And white, and that's it. With a big sponsor in the middle. And there might be more going on down here, but we'll keep it at that. I just spat all over the monitor. Nice. Right, I'm going to do these two together because they're the same team. We've got the factory Lenovo Ducati bike from 2023 and the 2024 technically test Ducati. They're both going in S tier. I said before, this livery is incredible. This bike in general, the shape looks amazing. Complete wizardry in terms of the tech on it, but it looks good. And you can't argue with that, can you? And the same goes for this test one. This test one looks really nice. If they run this as the Livery next year, I wouldn't complain. I think it looks really good. Really good. And yeah, that's the same bike about the... that might be the 22 one, because there's no wings on the back. I think that's the 22 livery, and that's the 23. It's got the wings on the back. Either ways, they're both hefty. And like I said, run this as your livery next year. I don't think anyone will complain because it looks bloody good. So yeah, no D tiers. I could have been a bit harsher maybe, but I don't think there's any liveries there. Okay, You know what? I've got to put one in there. Sticking that one in there. Okay, there you go. There are some details. For the colours. For the colours. Too much colour. And yeah, that is that. There you go. I told you it had to be a quick one. I'm going to end this pretty sharpish. If you want to see more tier lists, leave a like down below, leave a comment, like and subscribe, all that good stuff. Leave a comment and tell me if there's any that you would like to see. If there's any specific champions or liveries or certain eras or whatever. Let me know down below and I'll do one. You guys know I'm not scared to voice an opinion if I've got one. Good stuff. It has been your boy. I hope you've enjoyed. I hope you look forward to more tier lists and more bike related stuff on this channel in the future. It's been your boy, and I'll see you in the next.